Yeah, Anthony, you're talking about all this bullshit of these returns that I can be getting, but how do we get it? This is how we get it, right? This is how we get it. This is Q-Trade. This is an investment account for stocks, right? You can use whatever you want. You can use real estate investments. Real estate is a great investment. You can use stocks. You can do a lot of different things to invest. But I'm just going to show you one example of a very low risk way to invest your money to get a minimum 8% return on your money. Here we have the Vanguard S&P 500 Index ETF. This is a fund, and I'm going to show you its past performance. Obviously, past performance doesn't guarantee future performance, but we can look at the trends, okay? So you're going to see a lot of numbers here. This is what I want to show you first off, okay? This is a chart of how it's been doing over the last year. When we scroll down here and we look at the average annualized return, this was the average annualized return over 1 year. So the stock grew 9.3% in the last year. This means if you invested $10,000 1 year ago, that $10,000 would now be $10,900. So it would have gone up 9% in 1 year, right? The point is the number here is 9% when I was using the number of 8% for you on the return. The average annualized return in the past 3 years was 14%. This means that if you invested your money 3 years ago and you just let it hang out, it went up 14% a year for 3 years. Okay, that is much higher than 8% that I said. Let's look at 5 years. 14.89% average return over the last 5 years. This just means that if you invested 5 years ago, it would have gone up 14.89% every single year over the last 5 years. If we look here, you're going to see some fluctuations in the market, and that's of course how it works. But if we set it and forget it, and we just look at exactly what happened, and we see the trend, then we can notice that we can put our money here, and it will be okay in the long run. Let's look at the last 12 months. Because it's important. If we're educated, we know that we don't need to freak out when things happen. Let's look at just a few months. If we look at September, it hit $68, this fund. In just a matter of 4 months, it just plummeted. Who knows why? But it went down all the way to $58 from $68. That's over a 10% drop. That's like a 15% drop. That means that if you had $100,000 in here worth of this stock in September, that right here, that $100,000 would actually only be $85,000. And you would open up your account and you would freak out and be like, oh my God, I am losing money. I just had $100,000. It went down to $85,000. I need to sell out of this stock and get out of the stock. Nope, that is the biggest mistake you could possibly make. The reason why I'm showing you this is because if you just hung out, it hit the bottom, and if you just looked at it and you say, okay, I'm not going to sell my stock because I know it's going to go back up because I watched Anthony's videos and he basically says, well, when this happens, it's okay because it's just going to go back up eventually. And look what happens. It goes on a tear. It goes on a streak. Look at the next months. It goes up and it peaks at 70. It peaks at 70. It goes down a little bit, but then it goes back up. Oh, look, now it's even higher than 70. It's almost $71 now. And it peaked here at 68. From 68 to 70 is up 5-6%. That's up about 6%. So that just went up 6% over an 8-month period. But if you just look from the snapshot from here to here, it went down 15%. But now if you actually bought and invested here when it was at 58, and look at that, 6 months later, you went up 15% in 6 months. Never mind 8% a year. That's 15% in 6 months. But can you do that? Can you time the market? No, it's all about time in the market, not timing the market. That's how you lose. So we set it and forget it. It doesn't matter where you buy. What matters is you buy, and then you buy the stock and you just let it be. So each year, what you would do is you would put the $10,000 in, no matter where this fund is, and you can expect it to go up by at least 8% every 12 months. There's going to be a few months where it goes down, but it'll make up for it. So if we look at the trend over the last 5 years or so, we're going to see each year. 2013, look at the steady incline. This is the little blip. This is the little blip right here. You see this? This is a little blip that I just showed you where it went down. But if we zoom out, it's just a steady trend uphill. It's just going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. And you zoom in into the snapshots, and you're going to see these massive little drops. But we don't have to worry about it because we're in it for the long run. And that's how we're going to get that. That's how we're going to get that 8% return. And with this fund specifically, it's looking more promising at averaging at least 10% returns a year. This is just one example of how you can invest and have your investments on autopilot, not even think about it, look up in 10, 20 years and see, wow, I'm a millionaire. Okay, I wanted to show those examples. That's just one example. There's plenty of other examples. Just while we're here, let's take a look at Amazon. Just to look at another one. So Amazon just went down. It's down 2% today. It's down 2% today. But does that matter? No, it doesn't matter. Because we're going to see exactly how it works in the long run. So if we click on Amazon here, we're going to look at the last 10 years. What did the Amazon stock do in the last 10 years? Wow, would you look at that hockey stick? So we see some steady growth. Going 2010, the stock was worth $80. 2011, 1 year later, it doubled. It was worth $80, now it's worth 2011. Do you understand that in 1 year, the Amazon stock went from worth $80 to $180? That is over double. That is over a 100% return on your investment in 1 year. The examples I'm using are 8%. But who knew about investing in Amazon in 2010? Did you know it was going to be as big as it is today? No. But let's look at the next year. So from 2011 to 2012, oh look, it had no growth. In 1 year, Amazon went from 180 to 180. So now if you bought Amazon in 2011 and now you're in 2012, you got 0% return on your investment. We're going to start fast forwarding here. 2015, Amazon's worth $300. 2016, it's worth $600. It doubled in 1 year. Now 2017, $750. That's over a 20% return in 1 year. From 2017 to 2018, it more than doubled again. And then from 2018 to 2019, it went up 20%. But this is a more volatile stock. This is one stock, right? The index fund that I just showed you encompasses all the biggest, largest companies in one. So you're getting a mix of all the top 500 biggest, largest companies. So a little bit of Amazon in there, a little bit of Google, a little bit of Apple, a little bit of all these different businesses. So that way it's more safe because it's more balanced. It's more of a diversified approach. That's why it's the best kind of strategy for those who want to put it on autopilot. Now I hope you kind of realize exactly how this all works, and I want to know, how much do you save each month? Leave it in the comments below. How much do you save each month or each week, and do you have it on autopilot? If you don't have it on autopilot, are you going to go ahead and start automating your savings? If you have questions on how to set up a Q-Trade account and how to get into investing, leave it in the comments below if you'd like to know more on the investing side of things. And comment below what else you'd like to see in terms of finance. What are you more interested in learning more about? Are you more interested in learning about how you can take the next steps to start investing? Are you more interested in investing, or are you interested in passive income and living a lifestyle that you can have paid for with your investments? Subscribe for more videos like this, more finance. I love making videos on finance and music festivals as well. I'm going to be going to another music festival in a few days, so I'm going to record that as well for you. And have a fantastic week. I'll see you in the next video.